Ut malas ork ruquatas. Forche grabnar brok greuro draigul. Trakien vas. Suda unskas just ona.
There's more to life than hunting, Quaizen.
Portokpama wajulambasas. Garnis hisaknak onas. Takrunan. Kunskarobjek. Tarkrivo texes yasen. Natkt. Ooja.
You're here. It's a great pleasure to meet one of the Republic's finest. I read the report about your handling of Nayland Raylock on Tython. Extraordinary work for a young Jedi.
How did you learn of this?
People in the know stay that way by employing people like me. I represent Venara Kale, Senator of Coruscant. She not only speaks for our capital world in the Galactic Senate, but oversees this planet's government. Senator Kale leads the effort to rebuild what was destroyed during the Sith Empire's invasion. Healing those old wounds has been slow and painful.
Get on with it already.
This world faces many a crises. A shattered infrastructure, a booming refugee population, whole sectors descending into anarchy. All of these hinder the rebuilding. Senator Kale believes you're specially qualified to deal with a dangerous and urgent threat. She'd appreciate the favor of a meeting. Immediately.
I don't have time to meet with politicians.
You misunderstand. This matter is urgent. Lives are at stake. Senator Kale is the greatest leader we've had in decades. She'll not only rebuild this world, but the rest of the Republic with it. Speak to Minister Imo at the Senate Tower. Tell him you're expected. Good luck, and welcome to Coruscant.
I've got good suppliers. Only the best sold here. Feel free to browse.
Anything a soldier needs, some things he doesn't.
You see anything you like? Just let me know. Come back anytime.
A Jedi seeks to improve himself through study. May the Force be with you.
Benrati Haivo, Semper Finst Jun, Nisan, Dumul Ganyor Nard.
Thank you for coming on short notice. I'm Senator Venara Kale. Forgive my abruptness, but time is a luxury I don't possess. As you may have heard, Coruscant is overwhelmed with refugees fleeing Imperial tyranny. Many have been here since the war. The refugees took over the old galactic market sector, huddling in shops and warehouses that were abandoned during the sacking of Coruscant. They refused to leave.
There has to be a better place for these refugees to live.
We've offered to resettle them off-world, but they're demanding to remain here. As so often happens when fear and poverty dominate, a criminal element has risen to take advantage of the situation. The Migrant Merchants Guild began as a political advocacy group for refugees. Over the years, it transformed into a ruthless and murderous criminal syndicate.
Why haven't you forced all the refugees out? Once they're gone, the gang goes with them.
Past attempts to forcibly relocate refugees ended poorly. The criminals helped the people resist and came away looking like heroes. The Migrant Merchants Guild has grown increasingly hostile and violent. Their criminal enforcers have acquired military-grade weaponry. Earlier today, their thugs took to the streets. They attacked our security personnel, set fires, began rioting. We're facing an armed insurrection.
A battalion or two of the Republic's finest will solve that problem.
A full-scale military response is out of the question. The collateral damage would be more than we can bear. For generations, the old galactic market was Coruscant's central trade hub. Its importance isn't merely economic. It's a symbol of the Republic's freedom. The comm channels are jammed. We've lost contact with our security forces. I need your help ending this crisis. The criminals must not win.
If the situation's as bad as you say, your people didn't survive.
There's still hope. If my security forces were dead, those gangsters couldn't resist letting me know. Do whatever you must to save innocent lives from that criminal filth. Find my security chief, Captain Winborn. He'll help. Good luck.
failed. I failed. I'm sorry, I failed. Once there were 2 little boys. Their names were Parkanis and something. Why can't I remember?
I thought this Atros Finn was meant to be helping you.
Atros? No. Padawan? I'm not mad. The man in the shadows is making me this way. He brings the darkness. It's coming.
You've completely lost it, haven't you?
Parkanis! Parkanis, where are you?
Yuon! Farron, please, see Yuon back to her room. I'm sorry you had to see that. I'm Atros Finn, the researcher here. We must get to work finding a cure.
I stand ready to help.
The problem is that the greatest collection of learning in the galaxy, the Jedi Temple here on Coruscant, has lain in ruins since the war. I believe the answer to curing Yuon is in the archives of the temple ruins, but accessing them won't be easy.
How can you be sure the answer is in the Jedi Temple? Perhaps there's someplace else you could look.
If it was known to the Jedi at any point, it's in the temple. The temple's artificers created a system to sort through the vast stores of knowledge. A set of 3 holocrons that served as guides. The wisdom and personalities of the Order's greatest masters were imprinted on these guides, which they called Noeticons.
These Noeticons formed a sort of virtual Jedi Council?
That's exactly it. And I need your help to recover them. The temple ruins were looted. The Noeticons were taken. I have a lead on one of them, but it's not in friendly hands. Republic security spotted some Gan scavengers carrying a Noeticon in the Migrant Merchants Guild. The Republic brought one of the Gand in for questioning, but he won't talk.
If this Gand has information to help you on, I'll get some answers.
The Republic officer you want is Alec Efren. He's at the security outpost with the Gand right now. And I'm working on a lead for the second Noeticon. I should have something by the time you get back. Good luck.
Pads are currently open for business.
Honorable Jedi, a moment, please. I greet you on behalf of the great and noble Senator Dolly Burbark. The Senator sent me as his representative, though he'd prefer to be here himself. He loves to walk among his people.
Is there a point to all this?
Today, the Senator sent me to find brave and loyal citizens to help with a security crisis. It involves his work to restore the Republic to glory by re-establishing our technological superiority.
Can you elaborate?
Absolutely. Senator Bark believes technology is the key to strengthening our military and re-establishing our healthy economy. Recently, the senator arranged to acquire a shipment of computer chips, advanced hardware that could create whole new industries for the Republic. Fortunately, the shipment was hijacked by the Migrant Merchants Guild. Now, Republic Security is afraid to take on the Guild's thugs.
The officers at Republic Security sound pretty pathetic.
Someone around here needs to take a stand against the Migrant Merchants Guild. The senator wants me to find that someone. Recovering the shipment of chips from the Guild would be a great service to Senator Bark and the Republic.
A child could do this.
I can see you're a man of action. Perfect for this job. I'm glad I found you. To find out where the Guild has hidden the senator's shipment, you'll have to speak with Security Captain Denel Zahn. He ran the investigation. Then return the shipment to Senator Bark's office in the Senate Tower. I'm sure he'll want to thank you personally.
I'm desperate, Mal.
I wish I could help, Nick. I really do, but I can't spare the manpower.
Is this what the Republic has been reduced to? Indifference to the suffering of aliens?
What's going on here?
You want to know? This is about the gross neglect of the aliens in the old galactic market. For us, there is no justice. We are ruled over by gangsters who call themselves the Migrant Merchants Guild. While Republic Security...
Nick, none of you should be living here. We can't guarantee your safety. You know that.
Our homes were buried under rubble during the war. Not our fault the businessmen here are all crooks.
Is everyone living here so sensitive? Or is it just you?
I'm sorry if my pain causes you discomfort, but the situation is intolerable. The Republic considers us squatters and wants us out. The Migrant Merchants Guild claims to protect us, but all they do is exploit us. Now the Guild has kidnapped my mate Rhea and put her to work as an entertainer. Rhea! Forced to dance for the pleasure of scoundrels.
So you lost your mate. Big deal. Get another one.
This is not some droid I speak of. This is my beautiful partner. There's no telling what humiliations and depravities Rhea's been forced to endure. My beloved is worth a great deal to me. Bring her back and I'll reward you handsomely.
Consider it done.
Thank the ancestors. I cannot express what this means to me. Rhea is being held with the other dancers in the guild headquarters. She's a beautiful Nautilin with lovely green head tresses. I'm sure you'll know her.
In accordance with Security Force Regulation 1195, conversations with non-security personnel are to be kept to a minimum. Let's make this quick. I'm Captain Denel Zahn. Senator Bark's page ordered me to give you information regarding the Senator's stolen goods.
It's best just to get on with it.
We'll see. Under Security Appropriations Policy B-71, I'm allowed to share classified information, if you're working for us. Did the Senator's crony tell you where the shipment came from, or what these computer chips are for?
It's a job, nothing more.
All right, I get it. You should still know the truth, though. The chips are from planet Ryloth. They're designed to operate remote-control slave collars. Under Republic Law 4412, Rylothian slave collars and the chips used to make them are illegal in Republic space, even for senators.
What do you think I can do about it?
Put on one of those slave collars and let me shock you a few times. You'll care. Our immediate problem is that these slave collar chips are spread around the Migrant Merchants Guild headquarters. First priority is get the shipment together again. After that, bring the chips back to me and I'll make sure they're destroyed.
How does this benefit me?
I can offer you the standard rate. The Senator's probably offering more, but it'll be dirty money. Find the chips and get out of the Guild warehouse. Once you've got everything, I suggest you let us deal with the shipment, not the Senator.
Jedi, welcome. Welcome to the, old galactic market, sir. I'm sorry, I never met a real Jedi up close.
I could certainly get used to being a celebrity.
Right. Yes. Well, anyway, this is the, Gand we brought in. He was talking about that Jedi holocron you're all looking for, but he's not exactly, talkative.
I need the holocron. I suggest you cooperate before I get impatient. The Force can do terrible things to a person, Gand. Do you want a demonstration? Where is the holocron now? Why haven't the Gan tried to move the holocron off of Coruscant? That seems excessively complicated.
I'll bet the signals have something to do with the Gand hierarchy. Throw up the right one and you'll get their leader.
Cut power to the whole blasted planet if you have to. We can't let those crazies take over the network.
Captain Winborn, Senator Kale said you need backup. What's the situation?
We're getting cut to pieces down here. We're not trained to fight an army of killers. These gangsters are smart, organized, clearly trained off-world. They'll kill thousands. Might even destroy the Senate Tower.
Look on the bright side. Politicians are easy to replace.
Tell that to the people flying speeders up there. They'll die first. Gangsters brought slicers to access every network node in the sector. They're trying to take over the automated speeder flight paths. They'll cause thousands of mid-air collisions. It'll rain debris on the Senate Tower like a meteor storm. No telling how many will die.
Have to hand it to the bad guys. They know how to put on a show.
You're here to help us, right? The gangsters have armed patrols guarding the network access points. We need to push them back and manually lock down the terminals. Get enough terminals, we might just pull this off. My men will back you up. Good luck in there.
Totanuavatikuna etuta.
I'm here to see a friend of mine. Ria Delarue?
Kukutichoski nawi kuchusi yomata chi popota.
Thank you for considering Hanera's dance troupe for your entertainment needs. How may I please you this day?
What does someone like you see in a loser like Nick?
Oh, please don't tell me he sent you. Should have known he'd try something like this. I'm afraid you've wasted your time. I'm not here against my will.
Nick said you were brought here by the Guild.
I'm sorry, I should have told Nick the truth. I was just hoping to spare his feelings. Life with him was miserable. Not only were we barely scraping by, but I was fed up. His jealousy was driving me crazy. He didn't want me talking to anyone or going out. Life here is... it's better.
Why does none of this surprise me?
Nick and I left the homeworld together. His devotion was flattering. But I grew to realize the difference between love and obsession. Could you please tell Nick I was shipped off Coruscant? If he thinks I'm gone, he might move on.
Stay here. Your secret's safe with me.
Thank you. I appreciate your help. I hope you'll come back and see me under less formal circumstances.
Stand by for examination and suggested progress. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
I think I understand how this works. Yuon will die without the holocron. I won't let you keep it.
The fractal structure requires that it be removed from...
With all respect, Master Arca, you are incorrect. The structure only appears fractal. If you view it through the lens of the Force, you...
I don't suppose either of you is going to move past your petty geometrical squabble long enough to notice we have a visitor.
Sorry to disturb such illustrious masters, but I am in need of information.
No need to apologize, Jedi. They have a tendency to get carried away. The last person to use the Noeticon got so tired of hearing these two yammer, he shut us down. It was a mercy.
Wait, Master Thoris. Where is the Jedi Temple? We seem to have been moved.
The temple has been destroyed, and its contents ransacked.
Destroyed? Has any of the knowledge been recovered?
The Jedi Temple was not the only thing hit, and the Jedi have had their hands full rebuilding Coruscant.
I understand. Difficult times require difficult choices.
Masters, I've come seeking help from my own master, Yuon Par. She's suffering a mysterious illness.
How terrible. Come, tell us her symptoms. Perhaps we can help.
So, she claims the darkness is coming, and talks of someone called Parcanus, and her mind is most affected.
I'm afraid we've plied our extensive knowledge of biological, chemical, and technological diseases, but this illness is beyond us.
So there may be no cure.
Sometimes knowledge comes through ruling out false ideas.
For once, Master Vandar and I agree. Yuon's illness is definitely not medical, but we have accessed files that bear cross-checking. If you can find the Noeticon of Light, where Masters Noad, Nomi, and Woe guard the Jedi Order's mystical knowledge, they may be able to help.
I'll try. But with all our knowledge, you'd think we could save one of our own masters.
I'm sorry we couldn't have been of more help, but it's difficult without the other parts of the Noeticon.
Find the Noeticon of Light, and seek your answer there. May the Force be with you. And remember, if you seek answers, you must always ask questions.
You're back! Did you find Rhea? What happened?
Rhea was killed in a freak garbage compactor accident.
What? No, it can't be. My poor Rhea, my most valued possession. Why do the ancestors punish me so? I suppose we should settle up, despite the fact that you failed to bring my beloved back. This is yours.
Next time, be a man. Go after your women yourself.
We all have our talents. Mine are in the arena of commerce. This is for your trouble. So long.
My men can't believe you took on all those gangsters and lived. You're a blasted hero, you know that? With the network terminals locked down, the speeder traffic is secure. Now, all that's left is pushing out those gangsters for good.
There was some kind of encrypted message on the network. Looks like a recording.
Let me see that. It's an old Migrant Merchants Guild code. I think I can decrypt it. Here we go.
You accepted our friendship, Senator Kale, and credits. It's time you paid us back. All we want are the housing projects you promised our people now.
Your people will have to wait their turn like everyone else. I owe you nothing. If you continue pushing me, I'll destroy you all.
Should have known Senator Kale was too good to be true. She's an even bigger crook than I thought.
Doesn't make sense. There's gotta be an explanation.
Your extortion attempt has failed. My people are pushing back your little army as we speak. It's over.
Nobody breaks a deal with us, Senator. We'll have what we want one way or another.
This is way above my pay grade. I'm not destroying the reputation of Coruscant's most popular politician. Take the recording. I don't want it.
What makes you think I want the blasted thing? Keep the recording or throw it away.
Somebody should take it back to her. Give her a chance to explain. There's gotta be a reason for this. Senator Kale has done great things for Coruscant. She's a good woman. Give her a chance. My men and I will stay down here. You should go back to the Senate Tower.
It's an honor, Master Jedi. I apologize in advance if I throw up on you. Officer Anstis. Nice to... ouch. Meet you. Apparently I've got enemies back at HQ. Got the unenviable task of arresting Gambo, Black Sun Enforcer with a string of murders to his name. I've gone inside the dealer's den half a dozen times to confront him. And he's beaten me within a centimeter of my life each time.
That's of little concern to me.
Gambo's vicious, and he's been terrorizing the sector for months. As long as he's at large, the public's not safe. I'd call for backup, but frankly, Gambo could tear through that whole cantina if he had a mind to. He needs to be talked down or knocked out if I'm gonna arrest him. I'm no match, but you might have a shot.
Sounds dangerous. I'll take care of it.
No one sees Gambo without going through Zuki, his lookout. If you're lucky, Gambo might give you a few words before he starts swinging. Use them wisely.
I need to talk to Gambo.
Tula musta, wo granitampio, tu Yuon Par. Diles kachanaga wanichika kospa ini kokate.
The choice is simple. Do it or die.
Ni ompi but malia pedwana niop ni bobo chek chupa goma. Tong mi cha Kolkata maji, ta us azalas ulval.
Li kakusa topo, mi chuba!
You've beaten enough people, Gambo. You're coming with me.
Yokoto Crispa Okabi no Bata. Upalaghaku, Chinahagwa Bantagu!
Tula musta, wo granitampio, tu pushiwompa.
Punshimo! Uban chonuli paisti potoga!
Piska ku, palia pitie, potenia go.
Don't know what you said, but I almost died of shock when Gambo turned himself in. Command might grumble about excessive force, but it's not my fault he picked a fight with someone he couldn't beat. I should call a medic before I pass out. Thanks for the help.
Please track down those computer chips as soon as possible. The Senator is waiting for them.
Vehicle paths are currently open for business.
Eluele flara garo, isaborgisiem zevaxa inatro, mbome finadre.
That will be all, Minister. Dismissed. Captain Winborn contacted me. You thwarted an attack that would have killed thousands. You have my gratitude. Unfortunately, you also have a holo recording I would like destroyed. Its contents will only cause harm.
How much is your reputation worth to you?
Despite what you must think, I'm not wealthy. Everything I've earned has been invested in Coruscant. My opponent in the elections was a vile man. Lazy, stupid, and corrupt. He wasn't interested in building, only taking. I had to win. But I didn't possess as much wealth as he did. When those gangsters approached me, I accepted their donation. And I'd do it again.
There's nothing I wouldn't do to stop my enemies. Sometimes you have to break the rules.
I regret nothing. But I've worked hard to atone for my compromises. I stole from those criminals to rebuild Coruscant for its people. set things right. I'll bring the Migrant Merchants Guild to justice. You hold the power to ensure my success. Let me finish healing this world. Please, destroy that recording.
You're all clear, Senator.
Thank you. I won't forget what you've done for me. For Coruscant.
It was my pleasure. I hope we'll continue working closely.
I promise you won't only hear from me when there's a crisis. I'll see to it you're properly recognized for your heroism in the old galactic market. Farewell.
Senator, please comprehend. Repairing Coruscant's infrastructure is green obtuse. To form the red parallel, we require a black bisector.
Oh, this is pointless. I can't understand a word you're saying.
I use mistaken words and request patience. This will be clearer. The lower levels are alarming and filled with casualties. Active collaborators can solve problems.
Oh, I give up. Do you have any idea what this ambassador droid is trying to say?
Why not go to someone else? Why come to me?
I don't know. Even the protocol droids can't decipher these speech patterns. I'm at my wit's end. I'm Senator Oranda. This is Patike from the Gree Enclave. Before you ask, the Gree are remote people, isolationist. They help build Coruscant's original infrastructure. We asked for assistance with repairs. They sent the droids.
Are you sure you're a senator?
From Agamar. Small agricultural world with no real pull in the Senate. Trying to change that by helping get Coruscant running again.
The Enclave bargains resources and offers reversal of Coruscant's yellow concave. We commit to White Vertex to achieve this.
Gree droids seem to speak in Gree patterns, so this gibberish is what I've got to rebuild Coruscant with.
I speak attentively in hopes of comprehension. The bargain encounters great challenges. My delegates suffer assault affecting the maintenance, fire, damage, and fear. Do you follow?
Let's try words, shall we?
My exertion to speak attentively has tangibly failed. Should I formulate new statements?
Coruscant needs these repairs to continue functioning. Patike, you have to convince your delegates to brave these dangers.
Impossible. My delegates require aid from one accustomed to fire, damage, and chaos. A black bisector, you see?
Very few are accustomed to the things you describe.
I sense, soak, perceive you are one of these elite. You radiate experience of green, yellow, white perpendiculars. I will compensate the black bisector with useful and valued items only available from the Enclave. My delegates will describe their black spheres for you. These are bold, courageous mission callings. Speak to them and learn. Never going back. Never going back to Blue Nonagon. Now I am Yellow Concave. Injuries mark my chassis forever, and why? Ungrateful humans.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
I offer apologies. The fear courses in me, and I lose myself. I must verbalize more attentively. Coruscant's life waters are sluggish, stagnant. Patike commanded me. Go to the level below, repair the broken hydro supply, make clean life waters flow. I crafted a solution to achieve Patike's command. All was orange sphere until I arrived at the level below, then green perpendicular.
Let's try words, shall we?
I renew my atonement efforts and acknowledge your patience with this idea exchange. Patike failed to impart the lethal conflict enemies waiting on the level below. Many weapons and offenders despising my arrival. I fled Black Sun with my crafted solution intact, but the repair progresses unresolved. Coruscant's life waters remain sluggish, stagnant, without repairs. The hydro supply must have my crafted solution.
I could fix that hydro supply for you, for the right price.
You would progress my black sphere for compensation. Agreed without contemplation. Items of Gree ingenuity I pledge as consideration for this bargain. Take and apply my crafted solution to the hydro supply, but do not apply before deactivating nearby flow valves, or pressure explosion death will result. Be alerted. Black Sun Green Perpendicular will provide onslaught. May you experience blue tangent and return intact.
Come in. I'm Senator Bark. Hiram has told me he found someone to aid in our cause. I presume that brave citizen is you. Tell me, did you recover my shipment from the Migrant Merchants Guild? Those chips are very valuable.
Captain Denelzon told me about the chips.
I assure you, my intentions serve the good of the Republic, regardless of what the captain may have told you. Laws regulating slavery are holding the Republic back. These chips, innovative, labor-saving, and simple to use, can help demonstrate why it's time for a change.
People aren't going to embrace slavery just because new tech makes it easier.
All too true. This is only the first step of many. Slavery was once an accepted practice in the Republic. It continues with great effectiveness in many Outer Rim worlds. The Sith Empire makes extensive use of slave labor, which is one of many factors that gives the Empire a military and economic advantage.
That sounds completely right to me.
I'm glad you have the intelligence to grasp this notion. We can only hope that others will eventually come around. I'm sure Hiram has mentioned generous compensation for your services, in addition to the privilege of serving the Republic. If you will hand over my shipment now, we can talk about your reward.
The chips are all yours, Senator.
Thank you. Please take this in exchange for your services. Now, if you will excuse me, I have quite a lot of work to do, but I'm proud to have worked with such a patriot.
Good, you're back. Did you find it? The first Noeticon?
Someone had given it to the Gand to keep from us.
Really? That might explain a few things. I have a solid lead on the second Noeticon. Unfortunately, it's in Black Sun territory. They're a local gang. Pretty vicious.
They'll give me the Noeticon peacefully, or face a battle. It's their choice.
Jiskoliska changanga. Pumpa kumchinga. tuto omishka kaba no tesmawetia?
Tell me where I need to go.
Tuana uba kili wata pongkitanko padoga lola.